So, today we're gonna start with The Art of Hunting Humans by Sidney Mazzi. I have never ever seen this book before. The cover looks fine, because sometimes you can tell that a book is unpopular or more niche, I think. When you have a look at the cover, when a cover is really, let's just say interesting, then you can say, well, this is a book that not a lot of people have read, are gonna read, or read, or whatnot. But anyway. Let's see. The Art of Hunting Humans is a 2019 Reader's Favorite Silver Medal winner. The Art of Hunting Humans presents key aspects of the human mind with straightforward language, weird metaphors, and practical examples. It enables readers to understand human behavior and evaluate their lives from the outsider's perspective, which I do think, especially the outsider's perspective thing is a very important thing, I don't know, like today is a very strange day. Today I'm going through things that are trying to help me, I guess. I've realized quite a lot of things throughout the period after my relationship or after my breakup, what I've done, what I shouldn't done, or what I shouldn't have done, and all sorts of things. So very interesting, very incredibly interesting. Like it is indeed some sort of an outsider's perspective onto the relationship, which is incredibly important and interesting. Designed to challenge rather than comfort, The Art of Hunting Humans sets itself apart from anything else written in its field. The result is a skeptical, radical explanation of the mind that provides extraordinary insights into the inner worlds of human beings. Okay, good. Book blurb. The age-old art of human hunting is one you just must orchestrate with care. In The Art of Hunting Humans, you'll learn essential facts about Earth's smartest primate and discover mistakes that are common among hunters while in pursuit of their prey. Whether you are an experienced hunter or a novice, this guide is essential reading. In it, you'll learn the major steps for a hunt, from correct observation and selection of your prey to choosing the tastiest bait. It will reveal how to leverage humans' self-ignorance and strange behaviors and expose flaws of which they are oblivious. At the end of the book, you'll have the opportunity to meet the superior creatures like no others. You would better be ready. Even if you're a second hunter, The Art of Hunting Humans, provides extraordinary insights into human behavior as well as tips that will blow your mind. Almost everything in this book is a trap, so enjoy. The second thing is, the second and first thing is the introduction, exploring human ignorance and flaws. Nothing compares to the thrill of chasing the perfect prey. Hunting socially sophisticated primates known as human beings is the ultimate mission any creature can pursue, the most challenging and fascinating journey one can take. Human beings are planet Earth's smartest and most dangerous animals. Due to the complex human central intelligence system, human behavior is more sophisticated than that of all other Earth-born creatures. When hunting humans, there are many weaknesses you can exploit, and so here are two. Just like dogs. A fundamental feature to play with is the trust that humans have in their emotions, feelings, and sensations, or whatever you want to call those things. This trust provides a big opportunity. Why? Well, because humans don't realize that their brains train them like a human would train a dog. With treats, yes. You do something and then you get a treat. Endorphins, serotonin, all sorts of shit. And pretty interesting. Fear is gold. To manipulate a human, you can intimidate him by using fear or you can enthrall him by playing with his vanity. A human's need for social approval is one of the easiest to manipulate. Thirdly, humans are often deeply emotionally invested in preserving their ignorance of unsettling truths. Among humans, ignorance is widespread. Well, yeah. But what is vanity once again? Self-love. Playing with his self-love. Know your prey. Finally, Sun Tzu, one of the Earth's most famous practitioners of war, once said, "Know the enemy and know yourself. In 100 battles, you will never be in peril." Know the enemy. This is the key. You must take the time to observe your prey and know it better than it does. Second point, or second chapter, roadmap and warnings, a guide to this book. It is essential that you alter how you view human beings. You must make something of a paradigm shift, which can be harder than you think. Forget everything you know about humans and start from scratch. To help you to change your mindset and attitude, we will start with some basic concepts. The third one is just codes, a broken communication system. If we truly understand how inefficiently humans communicate with one another, we can use this knowledge against them. To show you how important this is, during wars, one side will often target its opponent's communication channels to isolate, divide, and mislead. So when hunting, understand the intricacies of your prey's communication is vital. Yeah, our communication is so flawed, it is insane. Words, flags, and smoke signals. All are just inefficient sets of codes. Language is merely translation into words of the images inside a human's head. However, because communication is one mother's tongue communicating in one's mother tongue feels natural, humans have a hard time accepting that words are vague facsimiles of what they want to express. Is this even a word? Reproductions of what they want to express. Yes, indeed. Humans often think that they are explaining themselves completely because it feels natural. They are accustomed to the code. The codes humans use to communicate are highly inefficient, like old submarines that transmit Morse code to each other. Of course, one craft won't be able to express everything that is happening inside its shell. So in the same way, no human can express himself fully, even though they all like to think they can. So when humans filter rough codes from other humans, it is easy to understand why there is so much confusion on planet Earth. Yeah. The fourth point is alternative realities inside the cabin. What humans don't realize is that when their central system, aka brain, receives information from eyes and ears, or nose or mouth, like the lockout and messenger, it makes best guesses about what the information means and what to send to their captain. What a human sees and notices is slightly different to the others around him. This is because what a human sees, hears, or smells isn't reality. Instead, it is a hugely filtered best guess of what is really or what is real. Consequently, every human being's interpretation of reality is different. It is interpreted and replayed inside his head like a hallucination. Which is, by the way, a big thing, that we are already filtering things. Like, it is incredibly difficult to really see the world as it is because we're already filtering it. You know, it's like immediately, you know, it's fucked up. Each human's brain projects different images inside his head or her head. Once again, each human lives in a different reality because their brain translates information from their senses differently. Different realities can expand to situations. The world outside is too complicated, so humans work with limited information. In truth, when humans know or care about something, they see more. Because we look better, just more, we see more details. Of course, if I have a look at a stone and then throw it away immediately, it's going to be something different than just looking in it for half an hour. I'm going to see way more. The brain doesn't inform a human of everything. It chooses what to report and the amount of detail. Most information captured is simply ignored. For example, humans are well aware that during a stage, which they call being in love, a love-struck human often alters his reality and so is unable to spot defects in his partner, or he simply minimizes their importance. So humans are sort of aware of this phenomena. However, what they fail to acknowledge, and where an opportunity arises for us, is that humans distort reality continuously and at much deeper levels than they think. Every day, a human is exposed to an avalanche of information, and only a fraction will reach his awareness. And I think the whole love thing that we have all seen that. I know we've all seen, like, falling in love and being in love and so only seeing good things and neglecting to see anything else, which is not a good thing. The power of the messenger. The messenger decides what the captain should be aware of or not, and how the message should get to him. And if you think about it, you will realize the enormous influence the messenger has. He controls which information the captain receives, and he chooses how it's delivered. In effect, the messenger can adjust the narrative to influence the captain's decision, and one of the crucial elements of a great deception is to convince your victim that he is in control, and letting people choose. But of course, if I give you two options that's, and I like both options and both kind of help me more than they help you, then yeah. A human's reality isn't shaped by just culture, knowledge, or experience, as he also sees things differently depending on his mood. So it also makes sense to get people in a good mood so that they're gonna buy things. So maybe you're not gonna advertise something before they have eaten and they're hangry, but after they've eaten and they are just well satiated and yeah, period. The captain is always inside the cab, always. The key thing to understand is that every human sees the world from inside his head. The captain's cabin, everything is a replication of what is going on outside. Basically, humans live in a constant hallucination, like they are wearing virtual reality goggles. If you can manipulate sensations that humans love by replicating them inside their heads, you will have the power to shape them without needing the object. While many things can hurt a human, they are limited by reality. The number of possible dangers, however, that a human is afraid of is several times greater because of the magnifying power of his imagination. Funny thing, which reminds me of a quote by Seneca, an Stoic philosopher, or a Stoic philosopher, which is, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Takeaways from this chapter. For a human being, his perception of reality... perception of reality is often uncomfortable, so his ever vigilant brain suppresses and alters reality to protect his fragile captain. Yes, the messenger tricks the weak captain to avoid additional problems. Needing to blame others is usually a sign of weakness. You will often see humans attempt to protect themselves in this way, even though doing so should be embarrassing. This idea of humans creating alternative realities isn't easy to accept, but it will make it much easier for you to understand the curious and abnormal behavior of your prey. As you will observe, a large portion of humans are immune to reason and facts, and it is not unusual for them to deny problems exist if they don't like the consequences. And if a human wishes to change another human's mind, providing more information to support an argument won't help. It's just getting filtered out. As a rule of thumb, if your human prey doesn't like the outcome of something, he will usually question the problem and deny it existed in the first place. This way, he doesn't have to deal with the consequences. Often, this denial will be at the messenger's, not the captain's level. So he'll truly believe in what he says. We kid you not. Don't ever offer solutions for the problem your prey complains about. If you do, it won't help you manipulate him. In these cases, humans are usually immune to reason and don't want a solution. When you see a human in denial or blaming others, don't interrupt. Remember this quote by one of Earth's greatest warmongers: "Never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake." Well, I think the thing is that, if you give more information, it gets filtered out. If you say something, then I don't know if it's going to change things. I do think that things are going to change when this person, his or himself, or well, herself or himself, realizes that they are wrong. But I don't know, it is very difficult. I mean, if you really truly believe that it's not been you and that it's been another person, concerning whatever, then it is just a case. You can't do anything about it. If this person truly believes in that and filters out everything else, then it is fucked up. It really is. And by the way, this quote was by Napoleon Bonaparte. The isolated captain first tips. The first practical application. Repetition. With the captain in a cabin mindset, it is easy to understand why humans are usually condemned, fated, cursed to repeat the same mistakes endlessly. Yeah. When you begin observing and hunting humans, you will notice that they often face the same problems time and time again. What makes humans so dysfunctional? From what we have pressed until now, a human's filtered reality, his ability to notice certain things, and his selective attention is a culprit. First, alternative reality. Every individual human being will tend to pay attention to things, objects, and situations that others may not be aware of or care about. Also, based on each human's background and experience, they can notice different things and details while in the same situation. So as previously said, humans see reality differently. Remember, reality is complex, so there's always something happening around humans that allow them to reach the conclusion that they desire. Humans see what they look for, and understand this fact will help you recognize the problems they face. Secondly, desire. Each human has a pattern of desire, so he's attracted to and finds pleasure in the same things. Without noticing, humans usually chase the same type of humans over and over again, so it is often that desire what they chase that creates the reoccurring problem humans complain about. Thirdly, behavior. Without noticing, humans also create problems by the way they behave. Humans can't comprehend that. Most often they are the architect of their problems. Another practical application: listen to the words of your prey. A human's words expose the core of his reality and reveal a glimpse of what information he pays attention to and how he filters it. The 3 levels of funnel. The captured reality that is detected by each human senses, like eyes and ears, etc. The perceived reality, a small part of level 1 that the brain possesses. This is the core, what he pays attention to. The commented reality, a small part of level 2, which is the part humans choose to talk about, the core of the core. Humans grasp but a fraction of what is going on, captured reality, and then filter it their own way, perceived reality, and then they use this small portion to make comments, commented reality. As you can imagine, with human talk, what human talk about should expose the crumb of reality they pay attention to. However, it gets better. Knowing what a human value is essential when deciding which trap and bait to use. Words are just a means for communication to the world, a slither of the information of the captain receives. Therefore, hunters should pay attention to what their prey says, because through their words they are expressing the fraction of reality they see and how they see it. As a rule, the thing one human criticizes another about reveal clues for what you can use against him. When a human criticizes something, he is also in an indirect way saying he's not that. Or in other words, he is better than that. Whatever a human talks about reveals what he pays attention to. Listen to what he says, and especially to what he complains about, and you will discover the best bait for your hunt. This is an amazing book already. I really like it. But I'm gonna end the episode anyway, so I wish you the best health, happiness, and all success, and also hope that you're gonna find yourself and you're gonna be remembered, which basically means your legacy, and basically means just being a nice person, and then being remembered as a nice person, which is a pretty fucking cool thing. 3 other questions that I'm having for you are: why are you here? What are you trying to change, and what's bothering you the most? These 3 questions are hopefully going to show you your purpose and maybe even a business idea, which is a pretty fucking cool thing. One last thing that I want to... It is so interesting, this fucking book. It's insane. One last thing that I want to give you is, what could you essentially say to another person that is indeed going to change their life? Because I totally believe we all can say something, and we all can communicate something that is indeed gonna change somebody's life. But yeah, with that being said, bye-bye. I wish you the best. Take care of your family, yourself, and all of your loved ones, and bye-bye.